I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. We continue on with Jeremiah. We are going now to chapter 46. Jeremiah prophesies the conquest of Egypt by Babylon. Jacob shall be saved and return to his own land. The word of the Lord which came to Jeremiah the prophet against the Gentiles, against Egypt, against the army of Pharaoh Necho, king of Egypt, which was by the river Euphrates in Carchemish, which Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, smote in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah. Order ye the buckler and shield, and draw near to battle. Harness the horses, and get up, ye horsemen, and stand forth with your helmets. Furbish the spears, and put on the brigandines. Wherefore have I seen them dismayed, and turned away back, and their mighty ones are beaten down, and are fled apace. And look not back, for fear was round about, saith the Lord. Let not the swift flee away, nor the mighty man escape. They shall stumble and fall toward the north, by the river Euphrates. Who is this that cometh up as a flood, whose waters are moved as the rivers? Egypt riseth up like a flood, and his waters are moved like the rivers. And he saith, I will go up, and will cover the earth. I will destroy the city and inhabitants thereof. Come up, ye horses, and rage, ye chariots, and let the mighty men come forth. The Ethiopians and the Libyans that handle the shield, and the Lydians that handle and bend the bow. For this is the day of the Lord God of hosts, a day of vengeance, that he may avenge him of his adversaries. And the sword shall devour, and it shall be satiated, and made drunk with their blood. For the Lord God of hosts hath a sacrifice in the north country by the river Euphrates. Go up into Gilead, and take balm, O virgin, the daughter of Egypt. In vain shalt thou use many medicines, for thou shalt not be cured. The nations have heard of thy shame, and thy cry hath filled the land, for the mighty man hath stumbled against the mighty, and they are fallen both together. This is just, it's kind of God taunting Egypt. Yeah, prepare your wars, prepare your armies, get all your guys together, your armor, your shields, your bows, your spears, get it all together. Bring your chariots even, because you're doomed. Bring them all up so that we can wipe them all out. That's basically that's the basic gist of this whole. Gather your armies together so that we can destroy them. Make it easy on us, get them all in one place so we can wipe them all out at one time. Now the term brigandines there, that's body armor. So it's a specific type of body armor that I think was somewhat common in Egypt, but that's basically the same. The body armor, the shields, the weapons. Egypt is rising like a flood, but they're going to be destroyed. Verse 13. The word that the Lord spake to Jeremiah the prophet, how Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, should come and smite the land of Egypt. Declare ye in Egypt, and publish in Migdol, and publish in Noph, and in Tahpanhes. Say ye, stand fast, and prepare thee, for the sword shall devour round about thee. Why are thy valiant men swept away? They stood not, because the Lord did drive them. And he made many fall, yea, one fell upon another. And they said, Arise, and let us go again to our own people, and to the land of our nativity from the oppressing sword. They did cry there, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is but a noise, he hath passed the time appointed. As I live, saith the king, whose name is the Lord of hosts, surely as Tabor is among the mountains, and as Carmel by the sea, so shall he come. O thou daughter dwelling in Egypt, furnish thyself to go into captivity, for Noph shall be waste, and desolate without an inhabitant. Egypt is like a very fair heifer, but destruction cometh, it cometh out of the north. Also her hired men are in the midst of her like fatted bullocks, for they also are turned back and are fled away together. They did not stand because the day of their calamity was come upon them, and the time of their visitation. The voice thereof shall go like a serpent, for they shall march with an army, and come against her with axes as hewers of wood. They shall cut down her forests, saith the Lord, though it cannot be searched, because they are more than the grasshoppers, and are innumerable. The daughter of Egypt shall be confounded, she shall be delivered into the hand of the people of the north. The Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, saith, Behold, I will punish the multitude of No, and Pharaoh and Egypt with their gods, and their kings, even Pharaoh and all them that trust in him. And I will deliver them into the hand of those that seek their lives, and into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and into the hand of his servants. And afterward it shall be inhabited as in the days of old, saith the Lord. In verse 25, the footnote says here, when it says the multitude of no, it says, punish the multitude of no. The footnote just says, Ammon of Thebes. I'm guessing that was a Egyptian commander in the capital city, something like that. Or could be Amun-Ra, Amun the god. A little different spelling, but this is just, again, the destruction of Egypt. Not a whole lot extra detail in there. So you can go down and tell everybody that you're all going to be destroyed. Verse 27. But fear not thou, O my servant Jacob, and be not dismayed, O Israel, for behold, I will save thee from afar off, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and be in rest, and at ease, and none shall make him afraid. Fear thou not, O Jacob, my servant, saith the Lord, for I am with thee, for I will make a full end of all the nations whither I have driven thee. But I will not make a full end of thee, but correct thee in measure. Yet will I not leave thee wholly unpunished. So there is one thing in that whole thing about Egypt. It does say those who ally themselves with Egypt will be destroyed just like Egypt is. Which is one of the problems that the Jews have, is that they seek to Egypt to rebel against Babylon. They seek the alliance of Egypt. This last part here, the Jews being brought back to their land, this is the last days. Because it says it's going to happen after God destroys all the nations that they've been driven into. And that doesn't happen until after the time of the Roman Empire. So what we have here is a prophecy of the last days, of the gathering of Israel. But we're going to leave that here. There's again no Joseph Smith translation. So we will continue with a little bit more of Jeremiah before returning to our histories. So we'll see you there.